All right. Well, um, we get to do a little bit of stretching ourselves today. It's a little different than I've done before. There is some, I mean, I guess by nature of what we're doing, there's some nervous system regulation happening, but this is just kind of a different way of moving into our day and stretching some things that we haven't normally been stretching for ourselves. So if you would like to, if you haven't muted already, go right ahead. If you want to turn off your camera, you can. You do not have to. I don't think, no, there's probably one thing in here you probably don't want to have your face recorded doing. So I will be, I will be that person for you instead. And uh, is today facing our fears? I
Oh,
thought today was being a hero in someone else's story.
is it? Is it?
Um, we'll circle back around that after we stretch here. That's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have you sit up straight, and I'm gonna have you stretch the crown of your head up towards the top of the room that you're in. Just a gentle stretch. It's not anything too crazy here. And we're gonna start by doing, let's get Carrie in here. There we go. We're going to start by doing what I call a cross shoulder massage. So if you need to push your hair back so you don't grab it, but you're going to cross your right hand to your left shoulder. And at first, you're just going to gently, and I mean, I'm talking like really, really gently. We're just going to warm up the skin just slightly. And you're just going to kind of push around a little bit. But once you've done that a couple of times around, I'm going to have you go ahead and get a little deeper and just give that gift of a little bit of a shoulder massage to you. Feel free to close your eyes, just allow yourself maybe even to slightly tilt your head to really get into that trapezius muscle. Maybe you need to take a deeper breath as you do it. And then allow your hand to relax. And then begin that gentle, just kind of warming up of the skin with your left hand on your right shoulder. Just kind of pressing into the trapezius. If you need to support that arm, you can grab your elbow and just kind of push it. Sometimes we don't have that flexibility to do it without a little bit of assistance. Nothing wrong there. Just give yourself that nice little massage. Like I said, once the skin's warmed up, go a little bit deeper. And you can actually do what I call typewriter, which is where you're doing this with your fingers more than this. You can do either or, whatever feels good to you. Just kind of give yourself that massage. And again, notice your breathing. Maybe take in a deeper breath and let that out. Relax. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work with our eyes. So I'm going to show you first, and then I'll have you do it. You're going to lift your chin slightly. And when I say slightly, I'm talking just a little bit like this. It's not going to be looking up at the ceiling by any stretch. It's just a little lift. And you're going to do eye infinity circles. So once your chin is lifted, you're going to just move your eyes up and over to the right, down and around towards your nose, and then up and over to the left and down and around to your nose. So if you'd watch that, that's what we're going to do. So just lift your chin slightly and just with your eyes go over to the right, nice and slow around your nose, up and to the left and over. And we're going to do this as a 3 times. So we just finishing the first one. That's how slow we're going to move. We don't need to make ourselves dizzy or push our eyes too far. So don't strain, but go ahead and continue doing this 2 more times, looking off to the right and around and up and around to the left. One last time. Allow yourself a nice deep breath in on that as you finish that up. The next thing we're going to do is with your same side hand. I'm going to start with my left. I'm going to just gently rest my left hand on my collarbone. Then take your right hand. And again, this is going to be kind of a typewritery slate, like a rolling of the skin. This muscle here on your neck that kind of starts up here behind your ear and spreads out a little bit, that's called your sternocleidomastoid or your SCM muscle. So you're just going to kind of take that muscle as you're gently pulling down on your collarbone, and you're going to roll it in your fingers like this and roll from underneath your ear and just gently rolling that muscle through your fingertips. We're going to do that probably 3 or 4 times down. Making sure you get the back of the muscle as well as the front. Just kind of rolling it through your thumb and fingers. And then switching sides, bringing your right hand to your collarbone, opening up that right SEM and rolling it through your fingers. 3 or 4 times again, depending on how tender it is. Just be gentle with yourself. It's supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to hurt. And one last time, just really making sure you get the back of it too, as well as the front. So maybe you're noticing your body feeling a little different. Going to encourage you to go ahead and put one hand on your upper chest and one hand on your lower belly and close your eyes. And we're going to do a set of breathing here. It's called threefold breathing. And we're first going to breathe in just so you can hear it. We're going to breathe into the lower belly and exhale. Breathe in to the mid chest or like the diaphragm area. And then we're going to bring it up underneath the collarbones. So it's 1, 2, 3 breaths. And a lot of us either really breathe up here or don't breathe enough up here. So you might find that one of them causes you to be shorter of breath. That's okay. This is just information for us. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to breathe into the lower belly. And exhaling out. And breathe into this diaphragm area. And exhaling out. And then breathing up under the collarbones. And exhaling out. And we're going to do that one more time. Breathing into the lower belly. And just noticing that each point expands where you have that directional attention to. And back underneath the collarbones. And keeping your eyes closed, allow your hands to rest on your upper chest, kind of crossed over at the palms. And reconnecting to making sure you're gently sitting up straight with your crown pulling up. Allow yourself to put gentle pressure on your chest with your 2 hands. Kind of like you're pushing yourself back, but because you're sitting up straight, you're resisting too. So there's a gentle push, and we're just going to breathe 4 times underneath our hands. Go at your own pace. And give yourself a body shake. Any of those Maybe take a moment and take a drink of water if you have that available. But allow yourself to come out. Notice how you feel. Do you feel a little bit more refreshed? Do you feel a little bit more relaxed? Just connect on in for a moment there and see where we are. And come on back when you're ready.